I'm gonna touch base on something that I've been really disturbed by because I see a lot of YouTube videos of how men ain't shit, how they need to make their woman feel special, bend over backwards, cook for her, eat her pussy every night, buy her things, take her out on dates, etc., etc. And I'm not saying I don't want those things as a woman, because I do. But there's a side that we're not covering. How about the good, stand up, decent brothers who do what they're supposed to do in a relationship? How about the men who actually do go the extra mile to make their woman happy and feel good? And to the men who, entertain women who don't treat them the same way in return, leave your woman now. That's my thing. And for the women who actually want to, fight for their relationship and still keep this man around, you need to step up your game. But if you're not willing to step up your game, then don't get mad when your man leaves you. To be honest with you, I don't think it's fair that, your man is bending over backwards for you, is loyal to you, faithful, writing songs for you. I know some men that never touched a pot and pan in their life, but they're actually trying to cook for you, rub your feet when you get home, and do all these good things for you, giving you compliments every now and then. And it's just like you don't give your man shit in return. Nothing in return. You know what I mean? Your man tells you every day how much he loves you, misses you, appreciates you, how he don't want to lose you, but you don't give him shit in return. How about those type of women who don't give their man shit in return? Besides a little pussy and affection, or sometimes, oh baby, I love you, all because they want more in a relationship. And then all they do is nag, 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 how they want more, 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 but you're not giving anything in return. So for you to ask your man to do so much for you and you're not doing anything for your man in return, that's kind of fucked up. Because I see a lot of that, especially where I'm from. There are a lot of good, decent men who don't cheat and do what they're supposed to do and that get taken advantage of. And I feel like we don't talk enough about women who don't do their job. And that's not fair. Like, to be honest with you, I really find that that's not fair. Honestly, I really do. Like, I'm not talking about the men who really aren't shit and don't do anything for their women. I'm not talking about those type of individuals. I'm talking about the individuals and the men who actually are loyal, faithful, and do what they're supposed to do in a relationship and bend over backwards and go the extra mile and do things that they never did for any other woman just to make the woman that they're with happy. And the women, all they want to do is nag and bitch, oh, I want more. But we fail to realize as a woman, yes, we want to feel these things, but men want the same thing we want. Men want to be like, you got to tell your man that you love him, you miss him, you don't want to lose him, you appreciate him. Like, and I'm not saying you have to tell your man stuff like this every day, because eventually the shit gets boring and it loses its meaning. But every once in a while, let him know that you appreciate the things that he does for you. Because when he feels appreciated, wanted, you know, you go the extra mile to do shit for him. And I'm not saying that, you need to be buying him gifts all the time, but why don't you go get him a gift? Not just because it's his birthday or Christmas or like regular days that you're supposed to give your man a gift, but just out of the blue, because it's Tuesday, just give him a gift just for the fuck of it, and write a little note and say, thank you, babe, for everything that you did. And I decided to go out and buy you these pair of sneakers or this snapback or whatever your man likes, because of the simple fact that you noticed that he's been working hard. When a man feels like he's appreciated, that goes a long way. That's going to make him want to do more and more for you without really like, I don't want to do this for her, da 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 da. Because when your man feels like you don't appreciate him, he's going to go off to another woman who does appreciate the things that he does have to offer. And I'm not condoning cheating by any means necessary, but I do think it's fucked up as a woman for you to keep begging for more in a relationship when you're not giving nothing in return. I really find that that's really fucked up. Like, that's the side that we're not covering. Like, men want the same thing that we want. And like, give your man a compliment him on his muscles, and say that he's getting big. And even if he's a big guy, like he's like, I'm talking about Rick Ross big, like, compliment his outfit, or how his face looks good and you just want to sit on it and shit like that. Say some thirsty ass comments like that, you feel me? Like, give your man compliments, not every day, like I said, because if you do this shit every day, like, that's gonna make him feel like, okay, now you're trying too hard. But like, just remind him that you love him, because like, at the end of the day, you could be in a relationship with somebody, and then 5 years later, you don't have the same feelings for that person as you did 5 years ago. You feel me? You need to constantly be reminding your man how much you love him, why you fell in love with him in the first fucking place. Because when you remind your man of these things, that's when your man starts to feel special. When you start to tell your man that you appreciate him and all this other shit, that's when your man feels like, wow, I really have a woman that appreciates everything about me, supposed to all the other girls that he was dating. And I'm not saying that this is gonna stop him from cheating and going out and fucking some other bitch. I'm not saying that. But it betters your chances of getting cheated on. And I'm not saying that you have to do this in order to not get cheated on. Like I said, I don't ever condone cheating. If a man cheats on me, I'm not gonna sit here and marry this man, because I'm not going to sit here and bring infidelity into a marriage that I'm trying to pursue with a man, basically. I'm not trying to do that. But I just feel like I had to get that off my chest, because I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube of men who get bashed about how they need to be doing X, Y, and Z for their woman, and talking about how men ain't shit. But at the end of the day, you can't say all men ain't shit, because there are some decent stand-up type of men out here who go the extra mile, and they're constantly being given the short end of the stick. And for men that are entertaining women like this, bro, I have something to say for y'all too. Like, if y'all entertaining women like this, bro, like, y'all need to reevaluate your priorities of who you need to be in a relationship with. If you've been in a relationship for like maybe over a year, maybe 2 to 3 years, and you're still feeling like, damn, you're not being appreciated for everything that you have to offer, I don't feel like you should be in a relationship with a woman like that. And I do feel like you're being used. As a man, you're being used. But for women who actually do care for their man and don't show it, now is a chance to fight for your man. You feel me? And if you don't want to fight for your man, and it's clear between your man and you that you really don't care and you're using, and if you as a man, you feel used, you don't need to be with a woman like that, period. I'd rather you break up with the woman and be with another woman who makes you feel a lot better, because that's not fair for you to put in 110% effort and she's not giving the same exact percentage. She's maybe giving 25% and you're giving 110%. That's not fair. So reevaluate your priorities of who you choose to be in a relationship with, because me personally, I don't feel like that's fair. Period.